Did you know that your grandmother might have been doing things that scientists today call revolutionary, but were once considered completely ridiculous? I'm talking about life hacks from the 1960s that were so unconventional, so against the grain, that people actually tried to ban them or dismiss them as old wives' tales. But here's the shocking part. Modern research is now proving that Grandma was right all along about things that could have saved us decades of struggle. Today, we're counting down 25 banned life hacks from the 60s that scientists now admit were pure genius. And I'm warning you right now, by the time we get to number one, you're going to wish you'd been doing this your entire life. Some of these will blow your mind. Others will make you angry that nobody told you sooner. And a few might just change how you live starting today. But before we dive in, let me ask you something. How many times have you heard someone say, "That's just an old wives' tale," and dismissed perfectly good advice? Well, stick around because we're about to flip that script completely. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell because this information is gold and you definitely don't want to miss what's coming. Let's start with the first one and work our way down to the most incredible discovery that will leave you speechless. 1. Sleeping with a bar of soap under your sheets. Back in the 60s, grandmothers everywhere were tucking bars of soap between their mattresses and sheets, claiming it prevented leg cramps and restless nights. Doctors laughed it off as superstition. Hospitals banned the practice. Medical professionals called it dangerous pseudoscience. Fast forward to today, and researchers have discovered that certain soaps contain magnesium compounds that can actually be absorbed through the skin during sleep. Studies now show that transdermal magnesium absorption can reduce muscle cramps by up to 70%. The medical community that once mocked this practice is now developing magnesium-infused sleepwear. Grandma was literally decades ahead of modern sleep medicine. 2. Putting a slice of bread in your brown sugar container. This one got grandmas banned from community cooking classes because instructors claimed it would cause dangerous bacterial growth. The health departments of the 60s actually issued warnings against this practice, calling it unsanitary and potentially deadly. But here's what they missed: the moisture transfer principle that food scientists now use in commercial food preservation. The bread acts as a natural humidity regulator, maintaining optimal moisture levels that prevent sugar crystallization while creating an environment that's actually hostile to harmful bacteria. Modern food packaging companies now use similar moisture control technology that costs millions to develop, but Grandma figured it out with a slice of Wonder Bread. 3. Wearing copper jewelry for joint pain. The medical establishment of the 60s was ruthless about this one. They banned copper jewelry advertisements, prosecuted sellers for making false medical claims, and publicly shamed anyone who suggested metal could help with arthritis. Doctors called it medieval thinking that had no place in modern medicine. Recent studies have completely vindicated our grandmothers. Research published in major medical journals shows that copper ions can indeed be absorbed through the skin and have genuine anti-inflammatory properties. The same medical journals that once published articles condemning copper jewelry are now featuring studies on copper-based treatments for joint disorders. Some of the most expensive arthritis medications today actually contain copper compounds that work the exact same way Grandma's bracelet did. 4. Saving and reusing aluminum foil. Environmental groups in the 60s actually campaigned against this practice, claiming that reused foil harbored dangerous bacteria and posed serious health risks. Schools banned students from bringing lunches wrapped in reused foil. Some municipalities even tried to make it illegal to reuse aluminum products. Today's environmental scientists call this practice revolutionary resource conservation. They've discovered that properly cleaned and reused aluminum foil is not only safe, but represents one of the most effective forms of waste reduction available to households. The same environmental groups that once opposed foil reuse now promote it as essential for sustainable living. Modern zero-waste movements are built on principles that grandmothers were practicing when environmentalism wasn't even a word. 5. Drinking pickle juice for muscle cramps. Sports medicine in the 60s banned this practice from athletic training programs. Coaches who recommended pickle juice faced suspension. Medical boards issued warnings that the high sodium content was dangerous and could cause serious health complications. Current sports science has completely reversed this position, Professional athletes now consume specially formulated pickle juice beverages that cost $20 per bottle. Research shows that pickle juice can stop muscle cramps in as little as 35 seconds, faster than any conventional sports drink or medication. The exact mechanism that Grandma understood intuitively is now being studied by exercise physiologists who charge thousands of dollars for training programs based on traditional remedies. 6. Keeping houseplants in every room. Interior designers and health officials in the 60s actually discouraged this practice, claiming that plants in bedrooms could cause oxygen depletion and respiratory problems. Some apartment buildings banned plants from certain areas, and medical professionals warned that indoor plants were breeding grounds for dangerous molds and allergens. NASA's groundbreaking air purification research has proven that Grandma was running her own life support system decades before space technology. Plants don't just clean air, they remove specific toxins, regulate humidity, and create healthier indoor environments in ways that cost thousands of dollars to replicate with modern air purification systems. The same health officials who once warned against indoor plants now prescribe them for treating anxiety, depression, and respiratory conditions. 7. Making bone broth and drinking it daily. The medical establishment of the 60s called this practice outdated and nutritionally unnecessary. Doctors claim that modern processed foods provided all necessary nutrients more efficiently. Food safety boards even suggested that homemade bone broths were potentially dangerous due to improper preparation methods. Modern nutritional science has identified bone broth as one of the most complete nutritional supplements available. It contains collagen, minerals, and amino acids in bioavailable forms that can't be replicated in laboratories. Supplement companies now sell bone broth powder for $50 per container, attempting to package what Grandma made for pennies. Medical professionals who once dismissed bone broth now recommend it for everything from joint health to digestive disorders to immune system support. 8. Using cold water for washing clothes. Laundry experts and appliance manufacturers in the 60s strongly discouraged this practice, claiming that cold water couldn't properly clean clothes and would lead to hygiene problems. Washing machine companies actually designed machines that made cold water washing difficult, pushing consumers toward hot water cycles. Today's fabric care science proves that cold water washing preserves fabric integrity, prevents color fading, and removes most stains just as effectively as hot water. Environmental scientists now calculate that if everyone switched to cold water washing like Grandma did, it would save enough energy to power millions of homes. The same appliance manufacturers who once discouraged cold water washing now advertise it as an advanced feature worth paying premium prices for. 9. Eating the skin on fruits and vegetables. Nutrition experts in the 60s actively advised people to peel all fruits and vegetables, claiming that skins contained harmful pesticides and provided no nutritional value. Restaurants were required to remove all peels, and dietary guidelines officially recommended against eating fruit and vegetable skins. Contemporary nutritional research reveals that fruit and vegetable peels contain the highest concentrations of antioxidants, fiber, and essential nutrients. The compounds that provide the most health benefits are often concentrated in the very parts that nutrition experts told people to throw away. Modern superfood supplements now extract compounds from fruit peels and sell them for enormous profits, packaging what Grandma got naturally by simply not peeling her apples. 10. Taking short afternoon naps. Workplace efficiency experts and medical professionals in the 60s condemned afternoon napping as lazy and potentially harmful to nighttime sleep patterns. Companies banned napping, schools punished students for showing signs of afternoon fatigue, and sleep specialists warned that daytime naps would cause insomnia. Sleep research has completely revolutionized our understanding of napping. Studies show that 20-minute afternoon naps can improve cognitive function, boost creativity, reduce stress hormones, and actually improve nighttime sleep quality. Major corporations now build nap pods into their offices and hire sleep consultants who charge thousands of dollars to implement napping programs based on traditional rest patterns that grandmothers understood instinctively. 11. Storing potatoes with apples. Food safety experts in the 60s banned this practice from commercial storage facilities and advised home cooks against it, claiming that storing different produce together would accelerate spoilage and create dangerous bacterial conditions. Food science now understands that apples release ethylene gas that actually prevents potato sprouting and extends storage life significantly. The same principle is used in modern controlled atmosphere storage systems that cost millions of dollars to install in commercial facilities. Grandma achieved the same results by putting a few apples in her potato bin using natural plant chemistry that scientists are still studying today. 12. Oil pulling with coconut oil. Dental associations in the 60s not only banned this practice but threatened to revoke licenses from dentists who recommended it. They called it dangerous pseudoscience that could cause serious oral health problems and delay proper dental treatment. Current dental research acknowledges that oil pulling can reduce harmful bacteria, improve gum health, and prevent tooth decay through mechanisms that conventional mouthwash can't replicate. Dental product companies now manufacture expensive oil pulling products based on traditional techniques that cost pennies to do at home. Some dental professionals who once condemned the practice now incorporate it into treatment plans they charge hundreds of dollars for. 13. Eating fermented foods daily. Food safety authorities in the 60s strongly discouraged home fermentation, claiming it was dangerous and could cause serious food poisoning. Many schools banned fermented foods from lunch programs, and health departments issued warnings against homemade fermented products. Microbiome research has revealed that fermented foods contain beneficial bacteria essential for immune system function, mental health, and digestive wellness. Probiotic supplements that attempt to replicate what naturally occurs in fermented foods sell for hundreds of dollars per bottle. The same health authorities that once banned fermented foods now recognize them as crucial for preventing diseases that cost billions of dollars to treat. 14. Walking barefoot on natural surfaces. Medical professionals in the 60s advised against barefoot contact with earth, claiming it spread diseases and parasites. Public health campaigns promoted always wearing shoes, and many public spaces banned barefoot access for health and safety reasons. Grounding research now demonstrates that direct contact with the Earth's surface can reduce inflammation, improve sleep, decrease stress hormones, and provide measurable health benefits through natural electrical connections between the human body and the planet. Wellness centers now charge premium prices for grounding therapy sessions that provide the same benefits Grandma got by walking barefoot in her garden. 15. Using honey for wound treatment. Medical authorities in the 60s banned honey from hospitals and medical facilities, claiming it was unsanitary and could cause dangerous infections. Nurses who used honey treatments faced disciplinary action, and medical schools taught that honey had no place in modern medicine. Medical research now confirms that certain types of honey have powerful antimicrobial properties that can accelerate wound healing better than many conventional treatments. Medical-grade honey products used in hospitals today cost hundreds of dollars per application, attempting to harness healing properties that grandmothers accessed by simply keeping a jar of honey in the medicine cabinet. 16. Growing food in small spaces. Agricultural experts and urban planners in the 60s actively discouraged small-scale food production, claiming it was inefficient and potentially unsanitary. Zoning laws banned food gardens in many residential areas, and agricultural extension services promoted large-scale farming as the only viable food production method. Sustainable agriculture research now proves that small-scale, diverse growing systems can produce more nutrition per square foot than industrial agriculture while improving soil health and reducing environmental impact. Urban farming consultants now charge thousands of dollars to design growing systems based on traditional techniques that grandmothers used to feed their families from tiny backyard plots. 17. Intermittent fasting and meal timing. Nutritionists in the 60s promoted frequent eating throughout the day, claiming that skipping meals was dangerous and would slow metabolism. Medical professionals warned that irregular eating patterns could cause serious health problems, and dietary guidelines officially discouraged any form of fasting. Metabolic research has revealed that strategic fasting periods can improve insulin sensitivity, promote cellular repair, extend lifespan, and provide numerous health benefits that constant eating prevents. Medical professionals now prescribe fasting protocols. They charge premium prices for based on eating patterns that many grandmothers followed naturally due to economic necessity and traditional wisdom. 18. Using natural cleaning products. Cleaning product manufacturers and public health officials in the 60s claimed that natural cleaning methods were ineffective and potentially dangerous. They banned natural cleaning products from institutional use and promoted chemical cleaners as the only safe option for proper sanitation. Environmental health research now links many commercial cleaning chemicals to respiratory problems, hormone disruption, and various health issues. Natural cleaning methods using ingredients like vinegar, baking soda, and lemon are now recognized as equally effective for most cleaning tasks while being far safer for human health and the environment. Green cleaning consultants charge hundreds of dollars to teach methods that grandmothers knew as common sense. 19. Preserving food without refrigeration. Food safety authorities in the 60s banned many traditional preservation methods from commercial use, claiming they were dangerous and could cause serious foodborne illnesses. Home economics classes stopped teaching traditional preservation, promoting refrigeration and processed foods as safer alternatives. Food science now recognizes that traditional preservation methods like salt curing, fermentation, and dehydration can create foods that are not only safe, but more nutritious than many modern processed alternatives. Artisanal food preservation techniques that sell for premium prices in specialty stores are based on methods that grandmothers used to feed their families year-round without refrigeration. 20. Herbal remedies for common ailments. Medical associations in the 60s actively campaigned against herbal medicine, threatening legal action against practitioners and claiming that plant-based treatments were dangerous and ineffective. Pharmacies were banned from selling many traditional herbal preparations, and medical schools eliminated herbal medicine from their curricula entirely. Pharmaceutical research has now isolated active compounds from many traditional medicinal plants, creating expensive medications based on the same plants grandmothers used in their kitchens. Many modern drugs are essentially concentrated versions of traditional herbal remedies sold for thousands of times the cost of the original plant, preparations the grandmothers knew how to prepare safely and effectively. 21. Stress reduction through handcrafts. Productivity experts and mental health professionals in the 60s dismissed traditional handcrafts as outdated and potentially counterproductive for mental health. They promoted newer psychological interventions and discouraged time-consuming manual activities as inefficient uses of time. Neuroscience research now proves that repetitive handcrafts like knitting, sewing, and woodworking activate the same brain pathways as expensive meditation programs and can reduce stress hormones, improve focus, and promote mental well-being. Occupational therapists now prescribe craft activities as medical treatments, charging hundreds of dollars for sessions based on activities that grandmothers did naturally for relaxation and productive purposes. 22. Community food sharing and mutual aid. Social scientists and government programs in the 60s often discouraged informal community support networks, claiming they were inefficient and potentially unsafe. Official welfare programs were promoted as superior to traditional community mutual aid systems. Social psychology research now demonstrates that community food sharing and mutual aid networks provide better health outcomes, stronger social connections, and more effective crisis response than many formal support systems. Community resilience experts now design mutual aid programs that attempt to recreate the informal support networks that naturally existed in traditional communities, where grandmothers understood that sharing resources made everyone stronger. 23. Seasonal eating and food preservation cycles. Nutritionists and agricultural experts in the 60s promoted year-round availability of all foods as superior to seasonal eating patterns. They claimed that seasonal eating was nutritionally inadequate and that modern food distribution systems provided better nutrition than traditional seasonal cycles. Nutritional chronobiology now reveals that eating seasonally available foods provides optimal nutrition timing that supports natural biological rhythms. Seasonal eating patterns align with genetic adaptations that improve metabolism, immune function, and overall health. Expensive nutritional therapy programs now attempt to recreate seasonal eating patterns the grandmothers followed naturally based on what was available when it was fresh and most nutritious. 24. Water conservation and reuse systems. Environmental engineers and public health officials in the 60s discouraged household water conservation, claiming that reusing water was unsanitary and that abundant water supplies made conservation unnecessary. Building codes actually prohibited many water reuse systems that traditional communities had used for generations. Environmental science now recognizes that household water conservation and reuse systems are essential for sustainable living and can provide better water security than centralized systems. Gray water systems and rainwater harvesting that cost thousands of dollars to install professionally are based on water management principles that grandmothers implemented with simple household techniques. 25. Multi-generational living and elder care within family units. Social workers, urban planners, and medical professionals in the 60s actively promoted nuclear family isolation and institutionalized elder care as more advanced and healthier than traditional extended family living arrangements. They claimed that multi-generational living was psychologically harmful and prevented proper development and independence. Current research in psychology, gerontology, and public health has completely reversed this understanding. Studies now prove that multi-generational living provides superior health outcomes for all ages, better child development, more effective elder care, improved mental health, stronger economic stability, and enhanced community resilience. The social support, knowledge transfer, and mutual care that naturally occur in multi-generational households cannot be replicated by any institutional program or professional service. Professional elder care that costs thousands of dollars per month attempts to provide care and social connection that grandmothers receive naturally within family systems. Child development programs that charge premium prices try to recreate the learning opportunities that children naturally receive from grandparents and extended family members. Mental health services struggle to provide the emotional support and life wisdom that flowed naturally through multi-generational relationships. The irony is staggering. We spent decades dismantling family systems that provided better outcomes than the expensive professional services we created to replace them. Grandmothers understood that families taking care of each other wasn't just about tradition or economics. It was about creating the optimal conditions for human thriving at every stage of life. So there you have it. 25 life hacks from the 1960s that were dismissed, banned, or ridiculed by experts, but are now recognized as brilliant innovations that were decades ahead of their time. These weren't just old wives' tales or outdated traditions. They were sophisticated solutions developed through generations of observation, experimentation, and practical wisdom. The pattern is clear and frankly embarrassing for our modern institutions. Time and time again, traditional practices that worked were replaced by expensive alternatives that didn't work as well. Then expensive research was conducted to discover why the traditional practices worked. Then expensive products and services were developed to recreate what grandmothers did naturally. Maybe it's time we started listening to our elders instead of dismissing their wisdom as outdated. Maybe it's time we recognize that some of the most advanced thinking comes from people who learn through experience rather than theory. And maybe it's time we admitted that progress isn't always about replacing the old with the new, but about understanding why the old worked so well in the first place. If this opened your eyes to how much wisdom we've been ignoring, make sure you subscribe for more videos that challenge what we think we know. Drop a comment below about which of these surprised you the most, or share a traditional practice from your family that turned out to be ahead of its time. And remember, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is listen to your grandmother. If these forgotten pieces of wisdom have changed the way you look at the simple habits of the past, please subscribe and like this channel. We are dedicated to uncovering the history and the practical genius that they tried to bury. Let's plant the seeds for a wiser future together. The next treasure trove of knowledge will be opened very soon.